Good morning, Bertrand Schmal. You're the chairman of the ECS Group.
Hello, Julia. Thank you for having me.
I'm meeting with you today to discuss a major topic for the group, ethics. Can you explain to me what you mean by ethics?
Ethics are a set of values that each one of us adopts every day to create a healthier work environment. We can find this value in many different situations. Each individual has the right, whether it is a colleague, a client, a supplier, or even a waitress or waiter in a restaurant. Every individual has the right to be treated with respect and equality. These values also require us to carry out our activities in compliance with the laws and regulations of each country. It's our duty.
What are you thinking of more specifically?
I'm thinking of corruption and its related crimes. Of course, at the moment, every day we see cases of active or passive corruption, which can make headlines. But there are also some small gestures which are not necessarily intentional, but which make certain people try to influence decisions or to obtain illegal advantages. Behaving ethically means avoiding these gestures or acts.
I see. But why now?
Currently, we are seeing changes in the business environment that are leading to the application of these values. And of course, it's always good to remind people of our values as a group. For example, there are more and more countries that have legislation which allows us to move in this direction. Such legislation exists in the United States, Great Britain, and many other countries. France has just reinforced its legislation to include subsidiaries of a French group.
But concretely, how are you going to reinforce these values?
We have introduced a code of ethics and business conduct. This code has been sent to all our employees and consultants. Our code is accompanied by a video that is intended to be light-hearted, but which was meant to explain as concretely as possible to all of the employees and consultants of the ECS Group what to do, or rather, what not to do.
I see. But why did you choose this format?
Our group has activities in 47 countries, which means that there are many different cultures and many ways of conceiving what is ethical and what is not. By using this video, we want to be practical and clearly show what we don't want to see in our company. A picture's worth 1,000 words, a video worth 1,000,000.
No journalist will disagree. At the end of this film, there's an evaluation and a certification.
Yes, this type of follow-up makes sense. We want to make sure that each person in the ECS Group understands the message. If you answer all the questions properly, you can be certified. A certification in ethics is a real commitment, and when it can be displayed in your office, it's even better. Everyone should understand that it is part of our culture.
Thank you, Bertrand. Do you want to add a few words before we watch this film?
With pleasure, Julia. If you don't mind, I would like to personally tell all the employees, managers, consultants in the ECS Group that I'm committed to promoting our code of conduct. I carry these values deep in my heart and wanted to share them with you today.
Thank you, Bertrand, for this nice conclusion. Now, I suggest we watch the video.
Just arrived already at the coffee machine.
Yeah, I'd rather be here than in the office.
Really? I love work.
I know you do. Haven't heard Paul in the morning?
I mean, we're not in the same office, so.
And you're lucky for that. Paul can get pretty loud. He yells at his assistant, Sarah.
Every morning?
It's kind of a ritual, you know? He walks in, he tells her the coffee's disgusting. Well, to be fair, the coffee is disgusting, right? He throws paper in her face and tells her she got a squeaky voice on the phone. She starts crying, and that makes him crazier until he just cannot stand her crying anymore, and he resorts to massaging her shoulders to try to calm her down, you know?
That's terrible, poor thing.
Yeah, it's like the morning is hell way before we even start work.
Well, you've got to do something about it. You have to report him. It's your duty as a witness.
I'm just drinking my coffee.
It's easy. You just call the dedicated number, introduce yourself, and explain the situation.
I don't want to be on the receiving end of this, you know? And it's embarrassing.
Look, it's not anonymous, but it's strictly confidential. Do you know what's embarrassing, Max? Not doing anything.
The ECS Group is committed to creating and maintaining within each company of the ECS Group a workplace free from discrimination and abusive conduct, and will not tolerate any discrimination, moral or sexual harassment, violence, or threatening behavior of any kind.
Hey, You didn't tell me your new recruit is really hot.
Yeah, I hired her because she has amazing experience.
Who cares about her skills? It's all about,
No.
I mean, in a week you'll ask her to work overtime on some big file. Then it's gonna get late, so you'll take her out to a restaurant to talk business. And then it's gonna get really late, so then you're gonna tell her, you know what, let's go to the hotel so you can close the deal. If she says no, just kick her out.
That's sexual harassment.
No, it's not. It's seduction. Girls like being told they're good looking and that you like them.
Max, there's a huge difference between complimenting someone and inappropriate behavior. What you're talking about is clearly sexual harassment.
If she's cute, why not?
Because you'll be facing charges.
Fine. What do you want?
How about some cold water to cool you down?
Employees and consultants are entitled to and are expected to create and preserve a positive and professional work environment in the ECS Group company that hires them, and shall not engage in any type of psychological or physical harassment or discrimination of other employees and/or consultants, clients, and business partners of the ECS Group.
Hey, Louis, did you hear that they're looking for a chief digital officer?
Yeah. So?
So my cousin doesn't have a chance.
Your cousin who works at the gas station? Yeah, I don't think so.
No, I'm talking about Sullivan. He graduated from Harvard, and I mean, he's got a lot of experience, but he's gay. And more.
And more?
His mother is from Congo or the Ivory Coast. I don't know, I always get it mixed up. Anyway, he's black.
So what?
That's a lot of things against him.
Like what?
I'm not sure if the management is going to react well.
Look, we're not in the 12th century anymore. We've made a lot of progress in terms of diversity. Who cares if he's gay or black?
Who cares? It's not like it's your cousin.
Neither the ECS Group nor any employee or consultant shall discriminate on the basis of origin, nationality, ethnicity, culture, appearance, language, religion, race, sex, or gender identity, sexual orientation, age, political affiliation, and social, economic, immigration, or relationship status.
Everybody dance now!
Max, you're drunk.
Of course not. Why would I be drunk? Man, we're celebrating. We got a contract.
Okay, let's get you back to your office.
Dude, you're such a party pooper. Come on, we won.
You won the right to go home and celebrate not being fired.
Each employee and consultant, when present in the offices of an ECS Group company, is responsible for maintaining a clean, safe, and healthy workplace by following the safety and health rules and regulations in effect and observing appropriate standards of conduct. Employees and consultants undertake not to work under the influence of any illegal drugs or alcohol.
What's that?
I sorted out all my emails.
How?
By printing them. You know, it's really practical. I can go through it, I can throw out, I can file.
You know we don't print emails anymore because it's wasteful.
Oh, it's fine, man. I didn't use it all. And besides, it's not like we're running out of paper anytime soon in this company.
Yeah, but...
You're such a hipster, man. Are you gonna ask me to reuse my paper cups and to switch off the lights before I leave the office?
No. Clearly your lights are already off.
All employees and consultants shall respect and preserve the environment. They shall carry out their activities so as to avoid or minimize negative environmental impacts.
I'm gonna sign a contract.
Great. And you're moving.
No, this is my insurance for getting a new contract. My client always dreamt of having a flat screen TV for his kids. And since I'm not stupid...
You are stupid. That's completely illegal.
You're just jealous of the mega bonus I'm gonna get at the end of the year. What would be stupid is to say no to this sweet deal and the contract of the year just for a single TV.
You're gonna get fired for a single TV.
You were right. I'll listen to you. I returned the TV.
Great.
Yeah, my client fully understood.
See?
He prefers cash. It's more discreet. All I had to do was to go to the ATM and use my company card.
I think you're gonna pay for this, but not in cash.
You're always right. So I got my cousin to buy the TV using the cash from the company. That way I'm neither seen or heard, and I can get my client what he wants without being implicated.
Well, you might want to get your cousin to buy you a TV when you get put in jail.
The ECS Group prohibits the authorizing, offering, attempting to offer, accepting, giving or promising gifts, invitations to events or entertainment of value, directly or indirectly, or by means of deceit or an intermediary, a natural person or legal entity, to a government official or a past, current or future business partner of the ECS Group to influence said person's decisions, or to any person both within or outside the ECS Group to encourage them to perform their obligations and responsibilities disloyally, inappropriately, and/or illegally.
New printers. I heard about it in the new tender we're launching, but it's a secret.
Yeah, new tenders for our printers. Not really worth getting excited about, though.
Well, maybe not for you, but for my brother and his new company, Happy Printers. It's the end of all his worries.
Your brother?
Yeah, he sells printers. Well, he's facing bankruptcy. To be fair, he's not the best in his field. Poor guy, he's lost all his customers.
And?
And well, as of today, we are his new customers.
Max, you can't do that. He's your family.
Oh, newsflash, my brother is my family. Tell me something I don't know.
I feel bad for you and your brother.
Employees and consultants must not accept or give or offer to give entertainment, gifts, or personal favors that could be perceived to, in any way, influence or appear to influence business or professional decisions in favor of the ECS Group company and/or the ECS Group and/or the ECS Group's business partners.
I am a genius.
Really?
No one can fire me.
And why is that?
I'm still not getting on with my boss, but now I got him pinned. I got a solid case.
Tell me more.
I am a goldmine of information, which can be used by the competition, so now they can't fire me because I know too much.
But what are you gonna say? And to who?
I can give all of our company secrets to the competition. I mean, I'm talking market numbers, customer portfolios, strategies, negotiations, everything.
Max, you can't divulge anything.
Oh, with you, I never have the right to say anything.
A conflict of interest arises when the private and/or personal interests of an employee or a consultant compete or conflict with the best interests of the ECS Group. Employees and consultants' actions in connection with the performance of their duties and obligations to the ECS Group or to the ECS Group company which engages them must never lead directly or indirectly to the private and/or personal gain of the employee or consultant.
I cannot wait to see the bosses this afternoon.
Really? Why?
Thanks to me, there are no more competition problems.
Wow, how did you do that?
Well, you know that I know Linda very well.
Linda?
Linda? Our main competitor? The one who wins all the tenders?
Yeah, Linda. But what does she have to do with our bosses?
Well, you work it out. We won't have to be fighting over prices anymore. Linda and I, we had lunch yesterday, and she asked me to give her our best rates. I did. She agreed to align them, so now it's super fair. May the best person win.
Oh, you're a winner, all right, Max. A real winner.
Employees and consultants shall not take part in any formal or informal, express or implied discussions, understanding, arrangements, and/or agreements, irrespective of their form, with current or potential competitors of an ECS Group company, related to prices, terms or conditions of sales or services, division or sharing of markets, or other any activity that could restrain free and open competition. Employees and consultants shall not divulge in any way, either during their employment or during the validity of any consulting agreement, and for a period of 2 years thereafter, to any third parties, any confidential or proprietary information obtained during their employment or during the validity of any consultant agreement and which were the property of an ECS Group company. You've just seen the various sections of the Code of Ethics and Business Conduct for the ECS Group. Remember that it is the responsibility of every employee and consultant to fully respect this code. You have the possibility to report to the ECS subsidiary where you work, or to use the alert procedure set up for this purpose. The ECS Group has put in place penalties to punish misconduct. If you don't comply with the code and the procedures, you could be subject to disciplinary action up to and including dismissal. I invite you to read in more detail the entire Code of Ethics that you can download on this website. And as Louis rightly says to Max, if you're concerned with any of these situations or have a question or query about one of these articles, you can contact the dedicated line which is in the code. This alert system is not anonymous, but will remain strictly confidential. This is the end of the video. Please respond to the questions in the evaluation below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.